Hello friends, this is 14th video of JavaScript tutorial, and today in this video we will talk a little bit about HTML, and we will learn that how we can create a drop-down list inside HTML. So here we are having a page in which we are having color of the car, and here is a drop-down list in which these are the options: white and colored. The second option is whether it is cloth or leather, and you can select any of these, for example current year, and it is having petrol variant and like this. So these four are the drop down list, and we will learn how we can create them inside HTML. So let's start. So we will start writing uh, inside body. So inside body we will use select tag to create that drop down list. So I will write here select, and inside the select, now as you can see I have to give those options, white or colored. So these options I'm going to give, and these options I will give by using another tag inside the select tab, that is options. Okay, so I'm giving here option, and inside option I will write the first option. For example, it is white colored, so I will write here white. Second option I can give as option. Second option can be like red. Third option can be, I'm going to copy it. So third option this, and let's do it one more time. So here red, here black, and fourth one is blue. So these are the colors we are having, and I also want here like this the color of the car. So this I can write outside this select, so I can write it here color of car. Okay, so color of car I have written, and after that I will select the I am going to copy this, and I will make other drop down lists here. For them also I will do the same here. Here suppose I want the second thing, that is here we were having type of seats. So type of seats, and for this I will give select options are my options are cloth seats, clothes, and the second option I am having is leather seats. Okay, and these are the two options I am having. After that I will again paste it here, and this time I want year of manufacturing, so I'm writing here year of manufacturing, and here I will write 2020. Here I will write 2019, 2018, and 2016, 2017. Okay, and one more time let's make the last drop down list here, and let's take it as uh, car variant. So we have the first variant is electric. Second variant we are having is petrol, and third variant we are having is diesel. So these are the three variants we are having. Okay, and after this I will save it, and after saving I will go here and I will refresh, and here you can see car of color of car, Here you can see white, red, black, blue. Here type of seat, cloth seat, leather seat, year of manufacturing, and car variant we are having. Okay, now if you want them to be written below each other, for example as these are written here, in that case how you can do this, you can just use break here. So after this select first one, you can write here this one, the same thing you can write after this one also, the same thing you can write after this one also. Okay, and now save it and refresh here, and you can see these are one below the other. Now we will talk about some other things which can be there. For example, as you can see that by default here the color which is written is here white, here the color is cloth, here the color is 2020, and here it is petrol. But if I, let us suppose if I want the first above all, by default what should be seen here, instead of white, here red must be seen. So what, how can I do this? I will just put here, for example if I want red to be visible even if nobody has selected it. So if I want it, then I will write here inside with option, I will write here selected. So if I will write here selected, here let us suppose I want ladder to be selected, so I will write here selected. Okay, then here same here, let us suppose it must be selected, and here diesel must be selected, so I will write here selected, and now I will refresh it, and after this you can see here whatever you have selected, that is shown by default. Okay, so this is how you can select any of these. But if you want here this one to be like this, for example here we were having uh, select also there. Okay, so what I will do here is I will write one more line here so that no option must be visible, so only one option must be visible here, and that is select. Okay, so I will write here option, and here I will write select, and this I want to be selected if nothing has been selected. Okay, and not this one. So the similar thing I will do with everyone, so I will copy it and paste it for all the options. Okay, and I don't want this one to be selected. Here also I want this to be selected, and here also I will paste it. Okay, so now save it and refresh it. So here you can see select is now by default seen here if you have not selected any of these. When you will select any of them, that option will be visible. So this is one more thing which you have done. After this you can do many other things. For example, we can use opt group here. For example, suppose that we are having one more here, year here, let us suppose uh, let's make one more option here. We are having, let's say 2021, and I want to keep 2021, 2020 and 2021, these 2 years I want to keep as current years, and these years are grouped as previous years. So if I want to make the groups inside those options, for that I will use one thing here, and that is opt group. So how I will do it, I will write here opt group. Okay, and for this opt group I will give label, and I can give it name as current year, current years. Okay, and this closing tag I will cut it from here, and I will put it here. Okay, so under current year label, these 2 years will be written, and after this I will again use here opt group, and this I'll give as label, and the label is previous years, and its closing tag will be after this. Okay, so now let's see what happened here. Refresh it, and you can see that I had made changes in this year of manufacturing, and you can see here select will remain outside because I didn't put it in any of the groups. So select will remain outside, and in current years my 2021 and 2020 are coming, and for previous years 2019, 2018 and 2017 are coming. So I can select any of these from here. Okay, so in this way I can create the groups inside my drop down list. Other thing which you can do is, you can also, if let us suppose that you don't have the options currently, you don't have the options, these options you don't have. For example, you don't have the cars for year 2018 and 2017. You are having cars for 2019, 20 and 21 only, but currently you don't have for 18 and 17. So for that, uh, if you don't want to remove them, but for some time you don't want them for the customers to select them, so you can make them fade also. So how you can do this, we have an option that is disabled. So suppose for 2017 currently you don't have these cars in stock, and for 2018 also you don't have the cars in stock, so you can put here disabled. Okay, and for this year also you can put disabled, and now let's refresh it, save it, and here uh, here you can see that these are now disabled. I cannot I'm showing it to you by zooming in. Here you can see that these are now disabled. I cannot select 18 and 17. I can select 2019, I can select 21 and 20 also, but I cannot select 2018 or 17. Okay, because these are disabled. Or if any of the group, you have created these groups, if all the cars of this group are not present there, then in that case what can you do, instead of putting disabled here, you can put the disable here, here also. If you will put disable here, disabled, then you can see here that these all are now disabled. You can select only current years, not the previous years. So you can put disables at those places. Now whenever you fill a form, you submit it, and when you submit it, its information goes to the server. So the information which goes to the server is not actually this one. This is not actually the information which goes to the server. If you want to send information to the server, that we will study in the upcoming videos, that how you can send this information to the server. But how will you send the information and what information will go to the server? For that you will have to put another thing here, that is value. This value, whatever you will write here, will go to the server. So value you write here as 2021, so this 2021 will go to the server, not this one. It is for user will select this one, but the server will read this one. Okay, in the similar way here also you should give value to these so that server may read them. Here 2020, in the similar way for all these options you should give those values. Okay, because they are submitted to the server, so values must be given to all of them. One more thing you can do here is inside them is here you can give id to the select. For example, if you want to give id, so sometimes for example, as you know that in the previous videos also you have seen that we call the things from the JavaScript. So whenever we want to call any of the thing from the JavaScript, then for that there must be an id for it in HTML. So for example, if I want to have this drop down list and I want to use this drop down list in my JavaScript, then it must be having an id of it. So I will give any id to it, and using these ids, when I'll give ids to them, I can call them from my script. So if I have written any script here after after this here, so when I'll write script here, and suppose from the script I want to call this one, then I can call it for example, if here I am having select id and I am giving it as the name as year. So I have given it this whole list as an id, and that id is year. And if I want to call it from JavaScript, then what I'll do is I will give it any name. For example, where I'm giving it as yr. Okay, I'm giving it any variable name, and is equal to uh, document. You know it, I have told you in the previous videos, document dot get element by id. And here, using this id which you have given the id, as you can see here, you have given the id as year. So now you are uh, going to call it using get element by id, and here you will write that id name. And now you can you have called it now, and now you can use it using yr, because this value of it is now stored in yr, and you can use it as we are doing it in the previous videos also. So these are some of the attributes which are used inside the select and options. So I hope you like my video, and in the next video we will create a very small project using this, as well as whatever we have studied in the previous videos about the constructor functions. So using these two things we will create a very small project, and it will help you to know that how we use those things in our websites. So have a nice day. Goodbye.